the guru of Squad Double Zero, the assassin like no other. Yes, I'm the best at what I do. One of the most notorious in the YouTube, anime, and manga community. Now, Captain Charles of Squad Double Zero, founder of Squad Double Zero Universe, asked me about a week or two ago to requested, tagged, video myself, Northside, another dude, about apparently something along the lines of the top four saddest, as well as the top 4 most hype moments in Naruto, in the series of Naruto. Now, come on, what do I look like? Me, Unexpected, Wonder, UW, whatever your name is for me, and a plethora of other epithets and negative connotations. What do I look like talking about the saddest moments in Naruto? Nah. There's very few series, I've said this, very few series that actually affect me on that kind of emotional level. With that being said, I will do, as you can see, the top 10 most hype moments in Naruto. Now, I already know some people may be pissed off at my rankings, but you don't really think I give a damn. This has been asked of me, so I shall deliver. Start off at number 10. We're taking it back to the Chunin exam. We're taking it back to a couple different false binary, how do I say, clashing here. Number one, this whole genius versus hard work thing. Now, it's false because you need a bit of both. You cannot be a genius without doing some hard work. It doesn't work. It doesn't fully bring out your potential. And without the genius, hard work alone is not enough. I don't care if you bust your ass. If you don't have the prerequisite skill level, you never reach to that level of greatness. So you need a bit of both. As well as this so-called fate versus destiny kind of deal, where you get to choose versus your thing, and it kind of was defined in the series itself. But again, that's a whole different topic for another day. But what you understand, hopefully you're gleaning, is we're talking about that Uzumaki Naruto versus Hyuga Neji, or Naruto versus Neji. Okay, this was hype. This was hype for a lot of reasons. I mean, Neji, you saw what he did to Hyuga Hinata. You saw what, we know what level Neji was on. Arguably the most powerful at the time. And while Naruto's, when I've often said it, is the worst usage of Deus Ex Machina in fiction history that I've ever come across. BS win. At the end of the day, it was hype. It was hype. It was an important moment for not only Naruto, but largely for Neji. It changed, as we'll see later in the part of the rankings on this list. But Neji versus Naruto, definitely hype. Say what you want, it's hype. It's just what it is. We took them straight hype. It's hype, and it deserves to be in the top 10. Coming in number 9, I know this will piss off a lot of people. A lot of nostalgia. I have no nostalgia, so there's no bias. Naruto versus Sasuke, first fight. Naruto versus Sasuke, round 1, first fight, however you want to say it. The reason it ranks so low in the top 10, it's still in the top 10, so I don't understand why people get upset. The reason it ranks so low is because of the meme. Look, 3 reasons why it does not have a higher rank. Number 1, Uchiha Itachi. And he was consistently pushing Uchiha Sasuke ever since he was young. Okay? Number 2, Sasuke himself. Sasuke was already on the path of darkness, mind you. If you want to take it that way, he was already choosing his own way. Okay, you had earlier events, the whole sound for Orochimaru and whatnot. And number 3, Orochimaru himself and the whole curse mark deal. Okay, Sasuke was already going down a different path. Him and Naruto fighting had little significance. Yeah, I guess it was the friendship bringing back, don't go this path and blah, blah, blah. But Sasuke was also a better combatant, clearly better. He was more highly skilled than Naruto. And so this battle while it had good, it was good for what it was, it's not as hype as what people, see it for. They're like, oh, who's gonna win, kind of jazz. Cool. But if you really look at it analytically, Sasuke had to win that battle. I mean, come on, what was Naruto supposed to do, in all honesty? I'm not saying he had no way he could compete, but let's be real. Let's be real. At that specific moment, Sasuke was a superior combatant. And what really was the significance compared to stuff that happened later on in the series, you understand what I'm saying? Coming in at number 8, and again, this may piss a lot of people off, but hey, it is what it is. Hyuga Neji versus Kidomaru. The reason as to why this specific battle takes precedence over the Naruto Sasuke Part 1 is when you look at the significance. Already you had Neji's alteration, whether you like it good or bad for the series, whatever. You had him change his view. Okay, you had Neji's words. Neji's words, yo. Neji is the voice of reason. He's the voice of camaraderie. We don't see it being Naruto being the, yeah, believe it kind of. No. It was Neji who kept them straight. Neji, look, at the end of the day, this fight was so hyped because, I keep saying it, who was going to beat Kidomaru of the 4 there? Obviously, this is excluding Choji, because Choji was already detained. But who was going to beat them? Even amongst Choji, say we add on 5. Who besides Hyuga Neji could have beaten Kidomaru? Seriously. You want to say Naruto? How is Naruto going to beat him? Besides the clones, what the hell chance did he have? Once he was caught, it was over. The only way that was breaking it was the Gentle Fist style at the time. Amongst the group. Okay? Only the Gentle Fist, because of the chakra usage, could break it. Hyuga Neji, consistent analysis. Neji willing to give up on the line. People thought this dude was dead. They thought they were both going out. And the level, man. The level. I mean, Kidomaru went in. He was a legit opponent, alright? This brought seriousness to the series. It was no game. They knew they went in there at a young age and they thought they might die. That's beastly. That's legit. That's what I'm talking about. That's straight hype. Coming in at number 7. Naruto and Sasuke versus Gaara. Now this, oh my lord. This right here, not only does it deal with easily one of the greatest characters in the series, one of the best characterized and developed characters within the series, talking about Gaara. We see Gaara's backstory and flashback. One that somewhat actually, for once, was similar to Naruto. But besides that, we see for the first time, as far as I'm aware, if correct me if I'm wrong, with the whole thing with Shikaku, the One Tails, and the full transformation, we see that with a Bijou. We see, Naruto didn't really get a W. Like, there was no pulling out the ass. There was no crazy. Look, Naruto couldn't beat him. At the end of the day, Naruto just couldn't beat him. You could say, well, it was maybe a tie. But Naruto just couldn't pull. He used everything, every bit of his chakra, and it still wasn't enough to totally take this guy down. The talk no, it wasn't really talk no jutsu. It was reasoning with the dude, getting him on the same level, and it made sense because of their similar past. Different yet similar. And I will say this: Gaara definitely had a sadder past than Naruto. People can say what they want, but it is true. The dealing with the character of Gaara was excellently done. The battle was very well done. The fact that Naruto had to pull out the Toad Sage, and it still wasn't enough to totally take down Gaara. Gaara was on another level. It's just what it was. You had Sasuke and then Naruto go in, and it still wasn't enough. You had Sasuke's speech to Naruto. See, that's a thing a lot of people forget. Everybody was, oh, Naruto was this. No. Sasuke was the one who was talking about alliances. He's talking about Nakama, camaraderie, all that jazz. You protect Sakura. You feel me? You protect your friends. That was Sasuke. Because Naruto had major doubts in that. There was so much good writing in that encounter. So that one deserves to be up there on the list, definitely. Coming in at number 6. Number six. I gotta make sure my list is straight. Number 6. What's the 6? Is that 6? What is number 6 though? Hell, number 6. I gotta give the Nagato's invasion of Konoha. Nagato, aka Pain. Pain's invasion of Konoha. Come on, man. That speaks for itself. Not only does he have a ring gun, not only, you know, along with Madara, arguably the greatest antagonist in the series. Okay, not only those factors, you know, the ideological struggle with Naruto, phenomenal. I mean, the arc's arguably the greatest in the series. Okay, the thing about it is, brought a real threat of danger. Brought the fact is, without the Rene Tensei, I mean, come on, dog. Seriously, without the Rene Tensei, you had the destruction of Konoha. You had mad body counts. I mean, mad body counts. The Akashi. I mean, come on, man. This dude Nagato was about that life. You feel me? The things he went through. You feel me? All that needs to be said. Coming in at number 5. We getting into the real nitty gritty. Let's see. Make sure the significance. Number 5. Most hype. Number 5. I gotta go with Naruto versus Sasuke. Number 2. Round 2, part 2. The final clash in the manga. Okay, in the original manga series. And you know the last few chapters before the last couple chapters in the series, if that makes sense. Let's just say 5 before the last 2 chapters, so about 694 to 698, somewhere around there, or 693. I mean, come on, look, dog. The build up to this, so many people wanted and waiting. So many people just continue to read the series because of this final encounter. The thing about it is, it been foreshadowed and hyped up for the longest time, right? This thing, like, these two, and it was a clash of ideologies, which I've been calling for the longest of time, months, okay, to say the least. People didn't understand the significance. They didn't understand what Uchiha Sasuke was talking about. They were not paying attention to the nonsense or they were getting confused at what a lot of things. But the thing is, everything was thrown out. You know, they went in hardcore, straight deathmatch. They threw all the big techniques, stuff we hadn't seen before, and then it just went straight brutal taijutsu, old school moves. I mean, it was well done. And unlike the first fight, it truly had significance. It had significance about the fate of the world, the fate of the shinobi world. That in of itself is massively important, okay? And the friendship that was finally, you know, coming to fruition and realization between, and as well as respect between Naruto and Sasuke. So, you know, gotta be in there in the top 5. Coming in at number 4, the Kage Summit. We're talking about Sasuke crashing the Kage Summit. Am I making? Wait a second. His battle with Itachi was hyped too. But no, that I don't put on the list because Itachi, it was hype, but there's a few elements that diminishes it in case you wonder, because of Itachi's health and a few other matters. But because we knew that unfortunately Itachi had to lose some jazz like that. That's why that's on the list. That would be in the top 15, but no, it doesn't make the top 10. Okay. But Kage, Sasuke coming in with the Judo and Karin. And did they have another person? Remind me, it's been a while since I watched them. But it was badass. I mean, this dude battling with the Raikage, and the Raikage just not giving a damn, losing a arm like it's nothing. Like, we going straight with Shanks. Like he learned a little something from red-haired Shanks. Like, yeah, I went in. I mean, Gar had to come save it. I mean, this dude was willing to go up against the 5 Kages if need to in order to get the task of taking down Danzo. That's bestiality. We saw the planetary jutsu. We saw the lava style. We We saw some beastly moves, okay? I mean, it just badass. That's what it, that was one of the one of the best fights in the series. One of the best moments in the series. This dude just came in, and I remember this. He's like, the samurai, and I'm not gonna go into it about the samurai not getting shine and whatnot, and not an explanation as to why they're so powerful and so formidable. But anyways, samurai can't do this as a battle between shinobi, between ninjas, and it just, come on, man, it was hype. It was hype. What can I say? You talk about hype, that's hype. Okay, coming in at number 3. Number 3. The Jubi Jinchuriki. We're talking about Obito's Jubi Jinchuriki transformation. And I'm sorry to the Madara fanboys, but this was more hype than Madara's. Because Madara, you'll see later why in this explanation of this ranking, why Madara is not up there as far as in his transformation. Even though it was better, the Jubi Jinchuriki, I mean, come on. First of all, we didn't know what the hell was going on. Let's be real. We didn't know what the hell was going on. You had the constant, like people said, the Pokemon evolutions going on with the whole Senju tree, right? But then it's consumed in Obito, and then the whole thing in his mind, whether you like the Ren thing or not, we're not even gonna go there. But Obito turns and he becomes this pretty much demigod-like character, and they couldn't touch him. They couldn't touch him. You had the 5 old, the 4 previous Kages reincarnated, and they just couldn't, it was crazy. What was going on at the time was a bunch of craziness. Like, they couldn't touch this dude. And he had all these abilities, he had this power, like, he didn't know what to do, he didn't know how to control, like, it was, whoa. It was just, whoa, what the hell is going on? What is going on, Kishimoto? It was hype. It was, man, so much talk was being done at that time. We didn't know what comparison he was to the Sage of Six Paths, where the model, the power ranking was all thrown into question when the Jubi Jinchuriki was had. People forget that not all parts of the Jubi was there, but it is what it is. Completion of a goal kind of thing. Madara getting screwed over. Yeah, a lot of the junk went down. Coming in number 2, the Toby reveal. Yo, look, man. If the anime and manga community as a whole, this was massively talked about. People talked about how it was on Twitter. But if you were part of the YouTube anime and manga community, and you remember this, oh my goodness, it blew up. I mean, even Fairy Tail Chapter 323 didn't blow up like this, though. Even I don't want to, it's a spoiler today, whatever, but the Saba reveal, even that didn't compare to the Toby reveal. Now, some people had, so many theories now. There's people who already knew it was Obito. So much theory, and then dudes were mad pissed. I mean, there was some hatred, though. There was so, the explosion, man. The Toby reveal. Look, if you remembered, you know what I'm talking about. If you weren't there at the time, you don't understand. Number 1, the most hyped moment in the series of Naruto has to go to when Uchiha Madara comes back. When the real Uchiha Madara is Rene Tensei, he enters the battlefield, he kicks ass and takes names. No damn, he doesn't gotta give a damn. He just in the anime, the anime did it so beautiful. The whole filler scene with him just taking out Shinobi after Shinobi with beautiful taiju. I mean, it was elegant. It was magnificent. It was magnificent. Arguably the best character in the series, Uchiha Madara, man. And there's just one scene, I love the meme, where it's just this woman just praying. It's like the devil himself has come and incarnated. Satan, Lucifer has incarnated and just coming in there. Like, it's over. It was over. Madara's here! Come on, man. Arguably the main antagonist of the series has entered the fray. It was over. I mean, at that point, you had, about 3 different individuals? And, Madara moderate. Greatness. But yeah, that's my list. What is your list of the most hype moments in this series of Naruto? And unexpected one, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace.